Yo, 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 yo. The best game ever released yesterday. Farthest Frontier, man. Great game. Very fun game. And now it's time to continue on with our first city that we started to build after the 1.0 release. Good to see you all here. Welcome back for Farthest Frontier. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're all going to have a good weekend and plenty of games to be played. Boy, there are a lot of them. There are certainly a lot of them. But this one's great. I have tutorials and whatnot on the channel if you'd like to learn how to play this game. There's a lot of little helpful hints and tricks and tutorials and whatnot available on our YouTube channel. So definitely check it out. I'll have Elmox put those in a modern playlist for 2025 for all the new tips from new cities that we're building, or even sometimes old ones. Maybe I'll jump back to an old city to check it out. But anyway, we started a new map in one of the more brutal settings for Farthest Frontier. And it was difficult, very difficult, very, very, very challenging. We were raided within our first stream. We had half the city burned down from lightning strikes, and we even had like a drought. And yeah, like I said, we were raided and stuff. Although this game's being weird, though. Seems like anytime there's a little mini update or whatnot, it resets all my settings. Don't do that. Let's see if I can... Wait, what if I reset things? Anyway, welcome back. We're going to jump back into the city ASAP. I do have more keys for this one to give away too, so we'll do that in a moment. Or we'll try. Hold on, let me get some things set here. There we go. All right, let me see if I can bring it up on screen. It doesn't seem like it's working. Let me jump into our settlement and see if it loads up. But anyway, yeah, if you want to win some of those giveaways, definitely subscribe and follow. Now, I was told that I had not yet seen something that they added for Tier 4, which is new decorations. They've added a bunch of new stuff for the higher tier end game of the game. So that's quite special, for sure. All right, we'll just do this then. There we go. So yeah, we'll maybe see some of that stuff. We'll take a little peek at what's available for the decorations, and boy, are they mighty beautiful. Let's go. Has BK created a lava pit yet? In this game? I don't know. It would be cool, though, if we could build like pits and whatnot to prevent the enemy from moving. Maybe there is a way to like level terrain and make like a little bit of a dip in the land into like a large moat or something like that, or at least a ditch to make the enemy not be able to go through the terrain. Not sure, but, oh well. What's the best thing to do with the storage card at the start? I usually just keep it near my town hall, because usually I'm just building directly around it. And I don't often micromanage that thing. All right, a tough year for the town. Tough year. It's going to be a tough year. Oh yeah, they seemingly stole some of our money, too, that we had. Man, that's brutal. Some of them must have got away with our money. We were making some good coin. All this town was completely built and making money. And then we had 2 simultaneous lightning strikes. And then I think even a 3rd one. And raiders as well. And maybe even some people that died in the attack. Annoying, but we're going to be building new houses now to accommodate all the people. Looks like we have enough homes for housing, but we need a couple more to grow the town. So that'll be good. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, such a pretty lake here. I got to see where this goes. I tried to build something over by the lake, and it did say raiders were near. So I'm not sure where there's a raider camp. But we'll have to deal with that soon enough. Bum, bum. Oh yeah, let's see the tier 4s. Oh, I never played Dwarf Fortress before. Let's check out the tier 4 decor. Maybe it's new for 1.0, or maybe it was in there just beforehand, but let's take a gander. Oh yeah. Tier 4 decorations, rose bushes, rose gardens, extravagant rose gardens, a gazebo plaza, grande plaza, Extravagant large statue. Looks like it might be gold or made of bronze. Oh, wow. Getting into tier 3 is going to be filled with hype and excitement. Okay, what are we going into? It is year 4. Early autumn. Early autumn now. Okay, lots of trees to cut down. Lots of eggs too. All right, we'll see how it goes. Let's see if I can go into this mode. Ah, there we go. No gold storage. Well, that's okay for now. I mean, we don't have any metal to be able to make a gold storage yet. We'll need iron for that. We need the town to get caught up in rebuilding stuff they gotta build. Including the Fletcher again to make bow and arrow for the hunters. Okay, we're gonna get more people building. A couple months to go for more tech. Alright. Things are okay for now. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Raptor, I tried to come up with a carpentry pun that would work. Woodwork. I think I nailed it, but nobody saw it. Wow, it's 3 layers there. Wow. Wow. Man, there's so many logs and stuff being cut down, though. They're trying to kill the town, but they can't stop it. They can't stop this level of greatness. Town's coming back strong. Okay, Fletchers are back. Awesome. So now we just need to store up some bow and arrow again. And we can get the hunters going and help out with more food. Throughout the winter months. Hey, Emma, what's up? Yeah, it was good to go back to Power Wash, but happy to be back home now in Farthest Frontier. Our game, chat. This is our game. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh boy, we got no food. Should have 2 fishermen working though. Oh, there's a shoal right there, okay. Fishing shoal right there. All right, everything's rebuilt. Good. Good for us. Money's coming back in. Good. Good for us. Where is trade? Okay, we got to get to tier 2. So that's going to require just more planks. It's going to be a while till cheese and animals. That's okay. Put a road back there too. Okay, going into another winter. Food's back up. Nice. Okay. It's gonna be rough. Gonna be rough. Yeah, good to see this game finally out of early access. We have a release. But, you know, it's not the end of the road for this one, or many games that go into 1.0. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, the music's so nice. Okay, well, 2 months away from the training. Or the knowledge. We got tallow in storage. One bow, 18 arrows. Okay. Okay, 2 deer up there. Good. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, next month. We need one more. For knowledge. Okay. I'm going to go for that 80 plank tier 2 upgrade so we can get trading going. Try to take advantage of some of the money that we're making. And try to import export quickly. Oh, here we go into winter. Bum, 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 bum. And winter's come again. There's the snow. Going into year 5. Okay, more meat to smoke. We're playing the No Mercy mode? Yeah, basically. It's called Vanquisher, but it's like the default hardest mode. And I think there's probably ways to even make it harder than that if you flip certain switches, but you would have to do so much micro that, like, you would have to micromanage the life of, like, every citizen. And though that sounds fun, that doesn't sound fun at all. Game looks fun. Well, it's slow and there's a lot of planning, but the reward is huge. It's kind of like when you first start playing Farming Sim. And you see all this land you can do stuff on, but then when you start buying things and getting into it, you realize that it's quite a daunting task. Daunting. Knowledge generated. There it is. All right. Yeah, we'll go for a little bit more money because we're about to trade. Money will be everything after we upgrade to tier 2. Everything. This is your kind of game? Oh, that's good. Good to hear. What about this game makes it your favorite? Well, there's something about the pacing, the art style, how the buildings look, the brutality and realism of a lot of the disease and prevention of that, and now the tech tree really being very, very I mean, I've been playing Anno 11.7 recently, and there's probably a couple more things in Anno maybe, but they've got both really like beefy tech trees. I think the only games that have bigger tech trees are like maybe Hearts of Iron and Civ, but this game didn't have that before, so that was very cool. But you know, everything's out to kill you, including raiders, but Mother Nature itself with droughts and blizzards. Then you've got bears. Bears, yeah. And then wolves, and then also raiders that come in. And then building a castle to try to defend against the raiders kind of acts a little bit like Stronghold. And I love the Stronghold game. So it feels like I'm playing a couple of classic games at once. It looks like a classic game, but then it's something new at the same time. So, very fun. We've had a lot of fun with this one. Mandatory. Okay, we got somebody working the firewood cutter too. I will just have to be on standby for dangerous animal attacks. Yeah, but also this game is really like customizable. Set things as difficult or as easy as you want. Bum, 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 bum. Gotta find some more blueberries. Actually, we know where they are. We know where you live, blueberries. On the thumbnail earlier today in the video that we did about blueberry farms and how to do that, there was a huge blueberry farm that we built. I had like 6 or 8 forager buildings. And what I realized about the foragers is I built so many not because it needs a lot of people to pick the blueberries. Well, actually, you kind of do because you want to pick them before they all go bad. But also like capacity. So one, the forager buildings themselves have a limited storage. And then 2, you have a limited time to pick those berries, so more foragers to pick them faster is good. Then everything can be stored quickly. So that's a good time. Bum, 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 bum. Predators are attacking. What do we got? A bear again? A wolf attacking who? Okay. Is that a hunter though?
Need something?
Mining stone. Uh-oh.
Need anything?
Where's this wolf? There.
Hmm?
All right, a wolf is about to attack. Bad, bad. Bad wolf. Bad.
Work to be done. Done, of course.
Right. Our guy barely got away. Good job. I thought he was dead. Barely got away, though. Well done. Whew. Does the clustering the buildings raise fire risk or just promote spread? I think it's, yeah, I don't think fires can happen randomly in this game. I think they have to be caused by either, like, raiders or... I don't even know if they cause fire. I think they just kind of hit the building until it tips over, but... I think it happens with lightning strikes, but then, yeah, fire could be spread that way. But it's a good idea to keep, if you do keep buildings together, which sometimes you have to do, wells are good for that too. I'm building more wells. I built more wells to try to prevent the spread of fire so quickly. What's up, Devil Dog? Welcome aboard. You made cheese IRL, it's so fun. You made cheese in real life? I do that with my gameplay, but... How's the research system work? It's pretty straightforward. Every so often you earn a knowledge point, and then you can spend that point on anything in the tech tree, but there are some certain rules to it, like you have to... There's prerequisites, usually. So you start at the bottom and go to the top of the tech tree. And then there are certain things you can do to speed up how often you get like a tech point or a knowledge point. And then also you can, like you can buy knowledge points too. Like at the traders, they have like something called a knowledge tome, I believe. And then you can, if you buy that, you get like a free knowledge point right there. And then you can spend it. Okay, I think our people are doing okay for now. These random wolf attacks are getting brutal. I need to set up like a tower. Which, speaking of which, do we have that? Looks like a lot of attacks happen around here. It would be wise to build one of those by now, I think. It'll wipe money out for a bit, but we need security, especially down there where everybody is. I don't want to get more loss of life from a bear or a like random wolf attack. Nice thing though, we can move those towers. Probably best to focus on one branch of the tech tree, unlocking the academy and whatnot. Yeah, the academy is a pretty good call, but I think really, I don't know, it depends on what you're facing. You kind of get a feel for it, but I think you should always invest in more. Dysentery. Let's bring the chatters up here. Food's gonna be light in the winter. Spring though, hopefully the foragers will kick off, and especially the berries. I think berries come mid to late spring. People, dysentery, I know. What did he do? Glad we didn't have a death from that wolf. We're getting better. But you know what'll happen 4 or 5 years from now? It'll be wolf attack, bear, bear, lightning, raider. And then, to top it off, probably a drought or blizzard. And I'd argue a blizzard's probably worse at this time. We can't build a healer yet. We gotta reach tier 2. And to get to tier 2, we need 80 planks of wood. We're at 70 right now. So we're getting there. Wait a minute. This says 70, but this is showing the upgrade thing. Oh, it's 60. My bad. I thought we needed 80. So we should upgrade... now. Yes. Cool. And then to get a healer, we also need to mine clay. Or get clay. We'll probably end up mining that. It's pretty nearby. But a healer will be very important. That'll also save a lot of lives, too. So I think we want a trade. So a healer we have to pay for, though. You know, there's got to be like an upkeep cost then. They're very expensive, too. So we might want to get trading up first. So we'll go tier 2 trading, try to generate more money, get a healer, and then we can operate at a deficit. Like if I have a negative five coin, I could just sell a bunch of something, herbs or something like that. Nero, thanks for the 43 months, dude. Yeah. Glad you have more time to play tonight than you did last night. We'll play at the same time that we did last night. I got some other stuff I want to record for you guys. Becastled came out as well. That's a 1.0 game. Becastled it's got this game's vibe, but it plays a lot more fast-paced and arcadey, a little bit more like kind of like They Are Billions and stuff. And it also feels a little bit like a diplomacy is not an option. It feels like that. And Becasteled's one I've been waiting for a while, but I haven't really showcased that game's updates over time. But I really enjoyed it when I played it. And the devs sent me an email, and they're like, hey man, our game's going to come out. You play videos on the past, so if you're interested, you know, our 1.0 is right around the corner. I was like, damn. But, you know, when I played a game in the past and enjoyed it before it comes out, I should definitely check it out again when it does come out to see, you know, what's different. It's one of the games that brought you to the channel. Oh, good. Yeah, we will be playing a lot more of games like this, too. So if you like Farthest Frontier, Ostriv, Banished, Anno, anything like that, like the Emperor series or Pharaoh or whatnot, I mean, this is the place to be. And we got a wonderful community, too. Except for Rod. He's really wonderful. Oh, and Tan. And Gallon. And Crispy Bacon. And everybody. Everybody brings their A game. Magic Girl, Emma. Everybody. All you guys. Rats too. There are people who are here all day. There's like work from home, or they own their own office or whatever, and they're just hanging out in the chat too. That's cool. Because they're big gamers as well. Like, you don't have to game in order to be a gamer, you know. It's like you don't really have to play basketball or baseball every day to catch a game, you know. And these games are cool because there's like there's a little like drama and like nervousness to it. Like, are they gonna make it? Like, is the city gonna survive? Is the RV gonna fall off a cliff? Is anybody gonna break down crying? Sometimes that happens, but it's all for fun. You can't feel your arms. You lifted 15 soda boxes. Whoa. Yeah, you're working from home watching the stream. Yeah, I love that. I love that too when people are able. I know there's a lot of lurkers. We get a lot of lurkers. Like, we'll have a ton of people watching Anno. Huge battle will be going on. It'll be like, hell yeah, we did it. And the chat will be like, yay. Back to work. It's cool. It's really cool. Like, everybody's like heart and soul is here. But they're busy doing other things. Oh yeah, we'll finish our RV there yet probably on Saturday. Elmox wanted to play that too, but I also said, like, you know, we started with BK, Emma, and Arctic J, and I want to make sure we finish with all four of those guys. Well, all four of us. Okay, it's now spring. Spring has sprung. HQ's being upgraded. Tier 2. There's all the beautiful scaffolding too. I love how this game does things, you know? It's not reinventing the wheel. It's just kind of it's just nice. I don't know, man. Certain games where you play them, they're just a nice experience. Wow, that was the tier 2 achieved sound. Damn. I thought I killed the final boss. Also, you know, it'd be nice is if you get a free knowledge point if you got up to the next tier. That'd be kind of nice to get a little extra reward for that. Okay, so now we've unlocked a whole new tier of stuff with that. Because now we're tier 2, so we got midwives, so we can get more babies. Nursing, unlock. Oh, we also have to unlock the healer's house too. Oh, damn. Well, by the time I'm ready to build that, I'm going to wait until I have clay and stuff. I think really what should happen in this game, and I want more transparency in a game when you go to do something that's an upgrade. I want to see, like here, where it says nursing, unlock healer's house. What should be disclosed to the player is that when you unlock that, you can't just immediately build that. There's going to be an expense to that, and there's also going to be like a material that you're going to need, clay. So then it would maybe think to a player, oh, okay, my population is not really high yet. I should focus on maybe building another hunter to get more food, build a couple more homes, couple more people move in, then I build the clay pit, then I assign those people who moved in to the clay pit, then I have clay to then build the healer's house, and oh, also with the extra clay, I could build a pottery barn or whatever to be able to sell that to suburban moms. I mean, to be able to sell pots to the traders that come around, to you know, to be able to sell off all the pottery, which is the way you should do it. So you think, oh, this is one easy, you know, one-stop shop. But no, it unlocks the path to be able to do all those things. But yeah. Oh, Raptor, another good game you played, and EA is out now. 1.0 Becastled. Yep, I was literally just saying that seconds ago too, that we're gonna play Becastled. Yeah, I love it. I love it when chat knows, like when we're all in sync of what we should be playing or what I might be interested in, which is probably what you're interested in too. So that's cool. So yeah, Becastled will probably be a video on the channel tomorrow. Tree Man, thank you very much for the Raptor Plus membership. Thank you very much. All right, so we should be going down nursery, but also there's scientific method here too, which increases research speed at the academy, but we shouldn't do that yet. I think I'm going to just keep investing in food and then try to build up a population to do exactly what I said about the making pottery. So that way we can make some money from it. Do we need to research anything for pottery, though? I don't think so. There's mining there. Oh, maybe it's under mining. Unlocks mines. That might be it, actually. We might need to make a pottery. And we could also buy, I could also buy a little bit of clay from the trader. That might be a way to bypass that whole thing. But let me just take a little peek here. Okay, so a clay pit we could build for free. As in, we don't need research for it, though. So it needs the town hall to be tier 2, which we have, and then we need a wagon shop, which we got to build too. Wow, Tree Man with the 10 bomb for chat as well. Thank you, dude. That's very nice of you, man. Thank you. Maybe we'll do it that way. Maybe we'll buy a little bit of clay and then build a healer's house. But before we do that, I think we got to build a trader, and we might be able to build it like too late, and we'll have to maybe do it next year. Like a full year of trading. So then, well, why is it? Wait, the image went from super small. Wait, devs, are you watching? What happened? The image for these things was super small. Now now it's mega ultra big. What happened? Is it when I zoom in? Okay, that seems a little weird. Like the image was really small and I could barely read it. Now it's like 8 times the size and taking up the whole screen. Anyway, I don't think we need more efficient smoking. I need to be able to get more animals. Soldier training. Okay, we could start making some shoes too out of the animal hides that we're getting. Oh, look at this. 10% speed for foragers, hunters, and 20% more forager work radius if we max out wood lore. Oh, damn. I think that'll actually be really beneficial for a while. I'm gonna invest in that, and then we're gonna put one more into whatever that is called. I can't even see it because it's too big for the screen. But all right. So let's spend our point into that, and then we'll get faster speed for all of our hunters and foragers and all that. They'll be able to gather more food faster, which is good. Finally, a text showing a size you can read. Yeah, I also do I like it when screens are kind of big though. When it's something informational, I like when it's larger because it just feels more important. Thanks for all the follows, guys. Welcome to all the new members and followers. Oh, that guy's sick. Okay. So we have one archer in the tower. He's missing a weapon, so he'll get that from the Fletcher. We're making more bows and ammo as we can. Maybe we'll put our trade post down here. Oh, you've been watching on Steam for over an hour. Oh yeah, well, I'm also live on Steam for a pre-recorded video that we made. Oh well, it was a stream that we did before and it turned out nice. Devs of this game did a really good job. It's one of my favorite city builders. And I'm also very excited to return to City Skylines 2 as well. I wish there was actually less games that we had that are out, so I could spend more time kind of pre-building a city for their port DLC, but we'll see. I guess we could build it over here, the trade depot near the towns. Oh, what if we put it over here? And we'll put it there. And that way it's kind of close to the tower and the town hall, and both can protect that. Trade depot sometimes gets attacked, but I feel like they mostly attack like storage, then the trade depot, then town center. Is usually how it goes for me. A villager has been cured. It'd be cool if they end up making different game modes. A scenario mode for this would be outstanding. Now that the game is done, it'd be really cool if there were like certain scenarios, like what would be very cool would be some sort of a Frostpunk type mode where like a big storm is coming, like a big blizzard, and you have like 10 years to get ready for it or something like that. Like if they did other game modes that kind of tip the hat to other games, but they did it within this one, that'd be cool. Or like another mode where a giant army is coming to crush you and you have to defend against it, or there's a huge army coming and you won't be able to defend against it, so you got to build like a boat or something to get everybody out of here within a certain number of years. Something with a time constraint would be really neat, knowing that you'd leave the city. Oh, actually, this guy does have a bow and arrow, but not like a melee weapon. So he's got a bow, but no, like, sword. But that's fine. I'd rather him shoot from the tower. That cut into our money a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, bear mode is confirmed. The devs sent me a DM, and they were basically like, hey, yeah, bear mode's coming back. There's no escape. And I was like, yeah. So somebody in the chat bribed him. Very disappointed in you, chat. How could you do this to me? All the hours you spent laughing at me struggling with bears, this is how you repay me? Have I seen the game Super Fantasy Kingdom? I have. I think that's being published by Hooded Horse. That was a good one, too. Super Fantasy Kingdom is interesting. It's like, I forget how it works, but it looks like a Super Nintendo game, which is like, awesome. Really cool. And then you have to build up a base, and then different waves of enemies attack it. It's kind of like a roguelike castle builder. And then I also saw a lot of people playing this other game recently that reminded me of that, called... what was it called? Balls to the Wall or something? You play as a bunch of like orbs or something about bouncing balls around a map to kill enemies, kind of like in Brick Breaker, but it's like a roguelike game that the enemies attack. I have no idea what's going on in that game. I saw a lot of people playing it. And I saw Mega Bonk too, and Mega Bonk looked like a Vampire Survivors like game, but I think third person. I don't know. A lot of great games though, where they take a genre or a game that people really liked, and then they kind of add one or two different things, or look at it from a different perspective, like adding different. I don't know, like making XCOM, but it's a city builder or something. It's like, oh, dude, that's cool. But I feel like that's what was that one game? Stranded Alien Dawn was like RimWorld, but like 3D. That was a neat game. Yeah, Ball X Pit. That's the one. Yeah, thank you. If you weren't streaming, what game would you binge? Oh, I'd want to do a lot of story wrap-ups on things like, well, all the games I started, like, Ghost of Yote and, well, anything I started on stream, I wouldn't want to finish without you guys there. So if it were a game that chat hasn't seen at all, maybe I'd like to do a replay of one of the Ace Combat games just for the story. Oh, look at this. A cuddly little creature is approaching. I bet he wants to hug. Is he just going to run to the fishing? Oh.
Will do, as you say.
Okay, bear attack. I think he's going to try to steal some salmon or something. Dude's going to house robbing people. Hobo Tough Life. That game was crazy. I didn't realize that was like a Czech game. And then as I started to learn some Czech words, I started to recognize like the patterns and the sounding of the words. I was like, was that game in the Czech Republic? Hobo Tough Life was wild. Some of those games are like urban survival like that is just crazy. I feel like there's going to be a really good game like that hasn't been made yet, where there's like start from the bottom and just try to survive and like make it day to day type thing. I mean, lots of games have that survival element where, you know, you're supposed to eat and drink and all that kind of stuff, and it can change your character, but yeah. Interesting. Okay, so we're building the trade depot. Just need people to come over to build that. Town is nicely growing, though. After the whole town burning down, I can't believe we were able to snap back. I thought it was over. But look at this. We got like a year of food, and it's only early summer. That's good advertisement policy for more people coming in. Build a couple, 2-3 more houses, just keep that number up. Yeah, Stranded Alien Dom was a cool concept. It was like early access for a very short time. It was a shorter early access than I was expecting. And then it had its 1.0, and then I think they added some more content to it or something, or maybe even a DLC, and then they were like, okay, we're done with this one. And I was like, wow. I mean, there's a lot to do in that game. It's really cool, but I feel like there was way more to explore there, but I don't know. Maybe they went on to another game. I don't remember who. Didn't like Frontier publish that, but it's not like their main publishing house. I know there's like Frontier Developments, which is like mostly Planet Coaster and stuff. And I think they had like one called Frontier Worlds or something. Don't they have a side? They have like a side hustle publishing on the side. Like as a side, like they're a developer and a publisher, and then they had like a side publisher or something like that, right? Oh, was it Paradox Interactive? Okay, it was something like that. But doesn't Paradox have a side thing? Somebody had their Paradox and Frontier. Sometimes I get confused. But if it's Paradox doing it, I thought there was like a Paradox side thing, or Frontier had a side thing, or maybe they both have a side thing. A building's on fire. How? Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Let me take back what I said earlier about buildings bursting into flame. Yeah, the smokehouse can often burst into flame because it's literally burning, you know, fire all the time. So then I wonder, I'm not sure, but I wonder with the with like the glassmaker and the blacksmith and stuff, if they can burst into flame too. But now that burst into flame, I remember that always being a thing, where that usually is the one to burst into flame all the time. It always fires. Well, let's put a well there. Well, well, well. Oh, wow. Damn. All right. That is cool. We just built the trader and 2 people pulled up. That is crazy. Well, we have some hides we could sell. What do we want to buy, though? Oh, wow, a tome of knowledge already for sale for $1. I mean, $1,000. $1, Bob. I wish. I think what we do here for the first couple of years is just sell stuff for money. And I'm actually going to keep the pelts until we can make them into shoes. And I might buy baskets, but they're very important. I think we should keep those too. All right, I think we're going to keep with these traders for now. Do they have clay? I don't see clay. I think usually Beldar comes in selling clay. Those are bricks there. Oh. Oh, yeah, wow, okay. Yeah, they're putting out some fires here. And we could do clay. I want a few more workers before we do that. Still want a lot of laborers to cut down these trees. Wow, okay. They were able to put out the smokehouse before that burned down. I wonder why they have to go exactly there to get water. Why can't they just go here? Be such a short trip to put that out. I think the saw pit's going to burn down. Luckily, I don't think anybody gets killed when that happens. When a building bursts into flame, I think people are smart enough to move away from it. All right, well, we got 3 new babies and 3 new immigrants that have moved in. We might be able to save that, but unlikely. Give orders to rebuild. And we'll leave all the people as laborers for now. Bum, bum. Too bad we couldn't shoot the fire. Shoot the fire to death. Beldar. Well, we might get another trader before the end of the year here. All right, well, construction's happening on some new homes. All right, another one. And another one over there, too. Actually, 2 more. First timer here. Raptor, you sound good, aka understandable. Well, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll randomly drop some keys for this one. We'll be playing it a lot more. So thanks again to Crate Entertainment for sending over a big old batch for giveaways for 1.0. Happy, joy on that one. What's up, Florida? Good to see you. All right, so we got to rebuild the saw pit. So fire safety in this one is going to be a lot more on this difficulty. I didn't realize this, but fire safety is a lot more punishing. Maybe it was always that way and I just kind of had forgotten. But what's cool here is I've had some time on the previous difficulty, Trailblazer, I think it is. The medium one, is that medium? But yeah. We'll have to keep an eye on all that. Okay, so the houses did build. Well, one more to go. We're going to keep people unassigned. 14 then. Your healing house has stopped working due to overdue expenses. How do you fix that? You always got to make sure you have a positive amount of money in the bank. So shut down anything, I guess, that's not a lot of money in the bank. This is in Alpine Lakeland, I think it's called. Alpine and Lakes. Something like that. Bum bum. Cultivate the ground with the fires. Oh, true. Well, our only fertile ground is here where I chose to build, but it's kind of the only area that's flat. But it's okay. You can make fertile ground. Plus, there could be like a super fertile valley on the other side or something like that. We'll see. Luckily, we did find that the bandits attack from here and up here, so we know we might be able to put like a wall here eventually. It'll be a long time before we can do any of that. Bum 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 bum. 3764. Good, lots of room. And we should have, in 2 months, we'll be able to make the forager size faster and hunters and stuff like that too. So hopefully all that makes more food, which goes to more population. Oh, there's the bandit camp. Hold on. There it is. I see their tower. Okay, so we're actually... Oh, I heard a bear too. I wonder if they shot it. Oh, yeah. There's a carcass there, so they must have had a bear attacking their main camp too. And it looks like their tower took a little damage. So that could have been from barbarians or something that attacked earlier, but I think it's just wild animals. We're going to have to go over there and kill that eventually. So we might not want to build over that way. I beat 3 players at once on Settlers game. I was hoping you had time to play Settlers soon. I mean, we played the recent Settlers game on the channel. I was really enjoying playing it. But I want to play more Pioneers of Begonia too. Predator attacking. All right, where? A wolf. All right, now we're ready for him. We got the tower locked in.
Will do.
Nice. Luckily, 2 hunters were there too. Well, that equals extra hide for us. Okay, we could build a tannery now too and try to get... they make clothing. And a cobbler will make shoes. That thing's gonna smell like death. Worse. Put that over there for now. And we gotta create a lot of wood now. So yeah, we're leaving people on the sign for logging. Boom, 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 boom. I think we'll keep that grove of trees there. Then again, there's that watchtower, so we'll probably shrink that down a little bit. Oh, I always like to leave some trees in the town, though, not bulldoze everything. Are we using any mods? Just tan. No mods, just vanilla. I've never even played with mods for this game yet. But now that 1.0 is here, now maybe is the time. Okay, we got 1 more month for knowledge. One more month. I think we'll go with the foraging and the hunting speed up. Put a turbo booster on that. Yeah, I love the graphics of this game too. The most amazing part is autumn, like the oranges and the yellows and the mix of both. It's just gorgeous. And then some of the evergreen trees, they kind of turn this weird gray color, and it's crazy. It's crazy what they do. A cobbler makes shoes, but where do I get my apple cobbler? Is Baker Square still around? Is that still a place? Or can you buy pies at like Denny's? Like, can you just walk into a Denny's and buy like a whole pie? We have kind of like a local place in the Midwest called Perkins. And Perkins has oftentimes bakeries in them. So it'll be like muffins and cakes and pies too. So you could have like a dinner at Perkins and then walk home with a whole pie. Okay, one more month, and then we have ourselves another knowledge point locked in. I had Perkins growing up and used to buy a pie. Yeah. It's kind of nice because then, like, people sometimes for Thanksgiving would be like, oh, hey, you know, we got plenty of pumpkin and apple pie, but somebody should have brought a cherry. Swing by the Perkins real quick and go get a cherry pie. Baker Square was kind of the same thing too. But Perkins was like plus food, and I think Baker Square was kind of more. I think that was more baked goods. Although maybe they had a restaurant. I have no idea. I don't remember exactly. All right, trailblazing. 10%. You can't read that. 10% speed for foragers, and then that it gets cut off. Oh, hunters while off-road, forager work radius plus 20%. That's pretty good too. So then let's take a peek at our foragers. So now they get a huge increase. That's awesome, 20% more. So they can walk way further now. I think we'll kind of put them in a pattern like this, maybe. Okay. So we'll gather berries and nuts and all that stuff. Good. Yeah, this is the 1.0 release, and we had a new start yesterday. So this is a new city as of yesterday for 1.0. We had a similar place called Nations. Awesome fresh pies you could take home. Yeah, it's nice. You'd murder a cherry pie right now? They're nice. You haven't seen a Perkins in years? Yeah. Yeah, when we were in high school, it was a cool place to kind of like hang out at like 2 a.m. and stuff. You know, everybody would get home from all their stuff or work late or whatever. And then, you know, this was like late teens and early 20s. Everybody would go there. And we talk about like God of War and stuff and get pancakes at like 2 or 3 a.m. Yeah, we're open 24 hours, so you'd go there and it'd be like, it'd be quiet. Makes you want to buy a pie tomorrow. Yeah, well, we are in a wonderful pie season now. In the game, too. Okay, we're gonna chip away a few more trees there. Couple two tree. We can even make this forest move a little bit. Like trees will start to grow across the road, so we can kind of like only cut down the mature trees, and then young trees that grow over here, we can leave those. So there's a way to do that. Eaton Park? Oh, is that a like a Perkins-like place too? Blackberry cobbler with vanilla ice cream. Wow. Knowledge generated. Again? I just spent some right there. Midwives would be good, plus 10% birth rate for villagers. I think we should go with that. And then we'll go down medical. None of the traders this year had clay, but I need wood to be able to build anything else. So we're going to have to go with more log and rhubarb pie with a vanilla ice cream. That sounds good, yeah. Oh yeah, let's put up the F3 screen too. You'll be able to see everybody moving around and what they're doing if you press F3. Cheesecake Factory. Oh yeah, is that the modern? Oh yeah, 5 more days for Arc Raiders. Phew. Just too many good games to not be able to fully enjoy them all. Been a while since you played. You don't remember a tech tree? Yeah, that's new for the 1.0, and I think they may. Could be something they add to it in the future. There could be a lot more tech and buildings that they add and hype it and put it into there and hype it up with more ways to generate knowledge or something. Could happen. Arc Raiders hype. Yeah, I really like that, man. Arc Raiders, some of the fights we got into were frustrating and it turned super mega PvP towards the end, but I want to get that game and enjoy that with friends. I like the communication with our friends and stuff. It was really nice to... When we play games, if it's a game where we can kind of communicate and, you know, there's mega chill games like Power Wash Simulator where you just take all day and do it at your own pace. It doesn't really matter. Then there's games where it kind of does matter and timing is important like Farming Simulator or, you know, Roadcraft and SnowRunner, things like that. And then there's other games like extraction shooters where like it's kind of important, but nobody was really freaking out when we played. You know, Uthris and Dirty and Elmox and everyone we played along with had a good time. Mandatory fun. It was had. Yeah, hype for Transport Fever 3, yeah. Every time they put out a video on it, I'll kind of cover that. I also plan to do a video on the City Skylines 2 DLC because I just like how they do trailers. I hope the DLC lives up to the trailer hype, but it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty straightforward what you're getting. You're getting bridges, a lot of different bridges, both in like how they operate and also how they look and stuff, and then also ports and modular stuff, which was really fun about the airport DLC. Okay, we got an impending blizzard though. 152 firewood. Hopefully nobody dies. I think we'll be all right though. But I'm gonna increase our firewood production. Get another person on that. Arc Raiders with Raptor, Emma, and BK, but proximity comms only. That'd be great with the girls. Like, you know, the ladies I think grew up being into different games, makes them communicate differently. And it's really neat when there's like people I've known for like decades, like Elmox. I know how to, like, we don't even have to talk. Like, we can play Men of War Assault Squad and Broken Arrow, and we kind of know what each other's going to do, and then we just point out when one of us is not seeing something that we normally would because we know our cameras are elsewhere, like in an RTS game. So with the boys, it's like we're being each other's drones. You know, we're pointing out where things are slipping through the line and we both need to like help each other and communicate where they're slipping through the lines. But with people, when you have people who don't really play those types of games and stuff, you have to be like, okay, turn slightly. You have to explain a little bit more. With the boys, it'd be like, okay, we got 4 contacts, southern position. Everybody's in position, stacked up at the door. They know what to do. With people who don't play those types of games all the time, then you have to be like, okay, turn around 180 degrees. That door there with the blue light, they're going to come through that door. So you stand over here and then point towards the middle of the door. And if they throw a grenade, if they throw a flash grenade, look away from it. So look at the wall if you see something fly by. Like, you have to explain all that stuff. And it's oftentimes you end up failing more because all that time you spend explaining, the enemy gets around you. But it's really fun to teach. Even when I'm literally in these streams, like screaming at people like She-Fox for killing me for the 9th time, or Red for doing it, or whatever. It is still fun that everybody working together, even if things aren't going according to plan. There is something to walk away from with that. Knowledge for next time. There's an experience that they can come back on. And they know that they should or shouldn't do something next time to like help out the team, And it's not like we all know we're not going to the South Korea StarCraft finals or anything like that. But what's really important, though, is everybody has a good time and they all think and feel, honestly, that they made a difference and positively impacted everybody's good time. So when we're playing like Hunt Showdown or something like that, and there's enemies all over, and we kill multiple teams, and then we end up being downed ourselves. There's still some good stuff to walk away from. Plus, I think chat is finally a lot of our viewers, when they were younger, were thinking like everything always must be a dub. Everything always must be good. You can't, no restarts, no downs, don't die. Very used to heavily edited content, which would show any sort of would edit out any sort of mistakes or anything like that. But in a live stream, you can't do that. So people are kind of realizing, oh, this is like a true and honest experience of what happens. So that 30-minute Power Wash video from Power Wash Simulator 2 that I built me and I started my career and my first day and I and me and we and I started my $1 million business. Me. And it's a 30-minute video of them plowing through the game and being, in between there was like a lot of breaks, a lot of content cut, a lot of things that were just probably mundane and arduous that nobody wants to see that are just edited out. In a live stream, you just got to kind of deal with that. But people like that too. That's why people listen to podcasts at work all day. Audiobooks, Netflix series, even if they're on in the background. So for the longest time, our younger audience didn't realize it. What? You're not good at everything all the time, always? These people are going to be shocked when they have like a newborn child and figure out that their 2-week-old can't back a 18-wheeler trailer. Come on, Billy, you can do it. Kid can't reach the pedals. You got to give them time. There needs to be development. Is this the weather at my house right now? This? No. For me, it's been pretty nice. It's like 15 degrees Celsius or something like that. It's like for the last week, it's been bouncing around from like the mid 50s to the mid 60s. And it's like, all right, that's cool. For me, I like that. That's window open weather. Breeze blows in. You have what's nice about the autumn is that temperatures inside can really fluctuate a lot. Like, you fire up the oven to make dinner or something like that, or the stovetop, or you get the PC running all day and you got doors open and closed, and it feels a lot better to be able to just instantly regulate temperature. It gets a little stuffy, you just crack a window and boom, good to go. In the summer, it's like I can't even look at a picture of a candle. Oh, that distant candle, it's heating me up too much, too hot. Raptor uses freedom units. I know both Celsius and Fahrenheit. Two degrees Celsius here tonight. Yeah, that's a little colder. I like sweater weather, hoodie weather, sweater weather. You know, even if you got to put a coat on over a sweater, it's still nice. You're guessing Minnesota or Michigan? Minnesota, yeah. That's me. Okay, 9 months for more knowledge. Logs are still looking a little light. But it's okay, because we got to stack up a bunch of firewood and a bunch of planks. We need a bunch of. Here in Quebec City, it's a bit colder, like 8 to 10 Celsius. Man, I want to go back to Quebec City again in autumn. And climb Big O Mountain again. Everybody was hanging up out on Big O Mountain. The teens were up there listening to their teeny bop music in their parents' cars. The elderly were walking around. Oh, Quebec City fondue. Oh, I haven't had that. I had poutine, though, for the first time when I was there. Perfect. It's perfect. But I also went to some nice restaurants, too, with... I was there to check out the game Hell Is Us before it came out this year. And they invited me up there, and I got to beat that game, too. I love that game. That was quite fun. It got annoying in some spots, and I called it out. But it was still a fun game, and I still want to beat it. Oh, wow, we got two deer deposits here. Look at this. We're gonna go deep into the deer mines to mine out that veal. Yeah, we should be all right on firewood. I doubled down on the people working at the firewood splitter. And I gave authorization for a lot of trees to be cut down, but I can't go up there with the borer and that enemy camp. Oh. Yeah, we got plenty of wood around. That's good. Yeah, pure concentrated deer. That's right. Everybody went inside to survive the blizzard. Now they're coming back out. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. At van down by the river near Milwaukee. Well, at least the good thing about winter is that there's no fires. I haven't seen it happen yet. You just ate an Italian poutine, spaghetti sauce, fries, and curd cheese. Weird. BK to stream chat. BK to stream chat. Is that a thing? Have you had that? BK seems like the poutine queen. Oh, what the hell? Exactly the opposite of what I said. It's winter, so we're not going to see a fire. Literally a fire. Makes sense, though. They're burning more firewood in their house because it's winter. And they just had a blizzard, so... Alright. Damn. Look, that's why I built that well there, though. I'm building wells not for people to... Like, for drinking water. They got plenty of that. We need more water for putting out these houses. And it's really weird. I don't know why, but, like, sometimes the people... Like, if this house was on fire and we didn't have a well nearby, they'd, like, walk all the way over here or something to get water and then all the way back. It's like, why don't you just go here? Oh, wait, this guy's getting water from here. Oh, no, he's fishing. That's a fisherman. And sometimes the wells can run out of water, so you got to do like multiple wells and cover a large area. Nice. Want to put out that fire so we don't have to spend time rebuilding homes again and again. You mentioned BK and oh, all right. I mentioned, yeah, I said BK to the stream chat. And then there was a fire. Interesting. Interesting, this one's narrative. I've read comments that people are having a lot of fires in this patch, and they're also taking ages to extinguish. Okay. So maybe the devs will tweak the number of fires and time it takes to put them out. Although I am playing on the hardest difficulty, so I expected some more of that, but not this many. This is pretty astonishing how often that happens. And also, unfortunately, there's like no town watch for fires and crime and stuff. It's either towers and wells. That's it. Okay, so we got people making tanned clothing down at the old tannery. The shenaniganery. Do you eventually get animal transport for supplies? Yeah, you can get a wagon pulled by an ox. There's an ox cart, and they'll transport certain things around like coal and clay, bulk materials. Well, the drinking water and water that they use come from the wells, but I do see them going down the lake sometimes for water for certain things. But they need a well for like hygienic water. All right. Ooh. Scorv is here. He's selling clay. Good. Now, I don't know how much clay we need. He's buying pretty much only stone is all we have. We could mine more of that, but that's going to take too long. Oh, God, the fires now for this spring. We just fought a fire, man. And it's the marketplace again. I think the marketplace burst into flame last time. The marketplace gets hit like every other year. It's crazy. Insane. Oh, and the fire spreads. Oh, it's the same thing that happened last time. And is lightning going to hit the town again and cause another fire in a different part of town? This is what happened the first time. We got hit twice by lightning and half the town burned down, and then we got raided on top of that. I don't know how the hell we're still alive on top of that, but... Okay, a lot of people are bringing buckets of water. Wow, they saved it right at the bell. Oh, and that doesn't matter. Fire has spread to now 4 houses. And you want to build the houses close together because you want to keep them, you know, under the market range, because the market range gets you money. Okay, they need to scale back on the fires. That's way too much. I mean, I know this is supposed to be Vanquisher, but this is kind of like... Everybody's going to be spending all year putting out fires and not hunting and fishing and building. But maybe we have enough people now to where they can actually put out fires in a decent time. That's probably going to burn down. That's okay. All right, just one like abandoned residential house. Like nobody was living there, I think. I hope. Anyway, where was I? So clay, let's buy some of that. Oh, I need to stock gold here. Trading post, money is not transferred. Let's hire another person. We're transferring all of our money there. Yeah, rain, but also fire, yeah. Yeah, the rain sounds in this game are pretty good. All right, we'll wait till money's transferred. Yeah, we're going to have a new rule where every time we build a building, it just has to have a well out front. It's like, oh, we better build a well out in front of the graveyard because all of that stone and more stone could burst into flame. It's very flammable. Granite. Bum, bum. Okay, good. The money transferred. I'm going to buy as much clay as I can. Then our next knowledge point, which will come in 6 months, will go towards a hospital, healer's hut. Hopefully we can keep that afloat. With the other money that I put in towards taxes, which will hopefully pay for our town's health care. Building's on fire again? The sawmill again on fire. Bro, okay, yeah. They're gonna have to, that's gotta be patched. That's kind of not fun for the player. I mean, every other year the marketplace and the sawmills is bursting in flame from lightning. I mean, that doesn't does that happen that often where how many European villages have just been wiped out by a lightning strike? I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but every 10, 15 years they got to rebuild a town because of this? Maybe build a lightning rod in the game. And the smokehouse bursts into flame. Alright, this might be maybe one of their worst tweaks since they also made elderly people, like, not employed. And then they reversed that decision, so... Here, let's go ahead and turn down the fire about 200%. I mean, I also know that there is research for buildings to, I think, be less flammable. But, I mean... I feel like with the number of fires we're seeing right now, even if I research and put a ton of research into fires and preventing that and make buildings less flammable or whatever, it's not going to be enough. I mean, I can't just build a well every other house and hope it works out. There's not really any way to manage fires. A lot of smoked hams, though. Yeah, it's true. We got extra crispy bacon in there. Mm-hmm. Extra crispy. Wait a minute, where's all that clay going towards? I bought a bunch of clay. Oh. It like said 0 for a second, like I did. Okay. We're fine. Okay, so if we want houses to upgrade, we need to get more desirability and more food types. You can still move berries, yep. It's a tutorial on the channel about that as of today on YouTube. Okay, we got to restock berries, logs now after all that firewood from the blizzard. Okay, so we just need 4 months to pass for the medical building. Would be a good idea. And then we need something. This is where you found me? Well, good. Well, welcome. What's up, Big Jin? Hello. Welcome. Bum, 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 bum. We're just going to stand by and watch this town because this is going to be, you know, dangerous. You think the clay burst into flame and became bricks? That'd be hilarious. Okay, we have 24 bricks now. That's good. And anything else to sell? I can sell 10 baskets to you. Is there a fire vulnerability map? Actually, not that I know of. Fire bad, though. Fire dangerous and bad. Ooh, 5 new villagers immigrated, 3 new born. Nice. Big jump forward. Good. It's going to be more laborers than for cutting down trees. So we're wanting more in the future. I don't know if they'll do multiplayer. Maybe one day. I haven't heard of anything, but I mean, it's possible, but probably not. Yeah, there is a fire reduction in the technology tree, but I feel like that helps for buildings that are susceptible to fire, like the smokehouse, but I don't know if that's going to prevent lightning from... most of our fires seem to be happening from lightning literally hitting the buildings, so I don't know if that's going to make it so if buildings get hit by lightning, if they're going to not burst into flame. I'm not sure. Mazaz, thank you very much for the gifted membership. All right, build a new school to set the town apart from other small villages. The school will help train more efficient workforce and attract educated settlers. Okay, good. So let's take a look here. Okay, so the school will take 30 clay, and the healer's hut will take 20. So we could probably get that first. I'll need to buy more clay. And I think the healer is kind of more important because the chance of any sort of disease and or an animal attack and then into festering wound would be bad. But a school will be our next goal after that, so we'll go for more clay. But first, we got to get more logs cut. All wood is needed. But this is what's good. They made some changes before the 1.0 release. And people can give a lot of feedback and say, hey, that's too much. Or, hey, maybe add more. I don't know. For me, I want less. Bum, bum, bum. This game or Manor Lords? Oh, don't limit yourself to one. Both games are great in their own way. Manor Lords landscapes are very breathtaking. But this game's gorgeous too with its seasonal transition and has a lot of fun defenses that you can deal with. Hopefully we see more from Manor Lords soon for the next update. Yeah, people get water from the lakes to put out fires, but they go to weird spots for it. It seems like they want to walk further to get the good water. It's like, oh, don't get that water. It's bad firefighting water. You want to go get the good firefighting water further down the shore. Like what? What? What's up, Pascal? Oh boy, more rain. You know what that means. Maybe the devs could just scale back to lightning. That'd be better. Little too much fires from lightning. That's a problem. Bum, 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 bum. All right, there goes the trees now. Good. Are there mutant bears in the 1.0? I hope not. I haven't encountered any yet. Well, that might be a mutant bear. Nope, just a regular old everyday bear.
As you wish. Done.
Oh, damn. Well, lady, you shouldn't have taken the damn road. Wow. I tried to get two people from here. Okay. Those hunters, like, didn't have bow and arrow and stuff to attack the bear? What the hell? Two people in a crazy bear attack. Insanity. Dealing with the bears, bare knuckle, yeah. And once a bear attack starts, though, it's hard to get people away from that. And then you try to get a group around the bear to save a life, but sometimes you just gotta cut your losses. Damn bears. Okay, we'll get our knowledge in 2 months. It's good. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, bum, bum. Outrunning a bear is hard, yeah. I could imagine. Yeah, that was brutal. Damn. We're gonna have to put like security around everything. Wells and towers everywhere. After our picnic baskets, no doubt. True. Trying to find some more stones now. I don't think we can reach those ones. They're too far in the water. Okay, well, this is good. We got like a 9 months supply of food. I think those upgrades to foraging and whatnot have really helped with getting the food number up from, you know, quote unquote marketing. Our marketing department's doing quite well. But we need more wood. More wood is needed. Hey, Kalaman. Oh. Thought I heard construction going on. Yeah, it's easy to stop a bear from charging if you take away his credit card. That's true. Ayo. Okay, early autumn, which means more lightning and rain. Okay, we got 9 bow and arrow and 50 arrows. Just make arrows now. I think we should build a second tower. Although we need more money. I'd rather have more coverage than 2 people in the same spot. Oh, there goes the pretty leaves. Pretty. Man. Okay, well, hopefully we have a bunch of people moving in and then more babies. And we have our knowledge point coming around, so we should be able to get our healer hut. And I'm thinking about like not getting it, but we know we got to get it because there's just going to be a big old thing, a dysentery breakout or something. All right, good. 3 new villagers and two new babies. Good. Oh, we're up to 50 population. Not bad. Knowledge generated. Good. Now we can have our medical center. Confirm. Well, also, this raises desirability too, doesn't it? So that's kind of a nice thing. Just need to earn a little bit more cash. And if we're going to pay for that thing, we need more people in the town to like kind of pay taxes to keep the hospital running. So if we build it and we don't have enough money, we'll just shut it down until more people move in. And then I usually just keep it up all the time. 15 months for the next research. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, I'm trying to predict in my mind what the next thing will be that'll happen. I'm hoping for relatively peaceful autumn and winter, and then probably raiders. Okay, logs are picking up a bit at 27. And we almost have 200 firewood, so I think we'll keep that going for a little while. Usually it's better to shut it off for a little bit, but it's okay. Mega raid. It's 25 a month? Okay. And we'll need another 100 to be able to build it. And I want another tower, so all of our money now is probably going to go towards... We're probably just going to end up selling things, a lot of things. Just for money to build stuff. Yeah, winter's not far off now. Late autumn, year 6, cold temp. And do we have the money? But we are earning plus 11. So we should be fine. It'll be fine. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 50 out of 64. Build 2 more there. have to move some buildings around eventually, and of course, take into account that we need desirability. As in leaving room for statues and things. Mm-hmm. Plus 11 gold still. Oh, good thing we continued the firewood. Another blizzard. Okay, so there's definitely an upping of the droughts and blizzards. This is acting very much like a whole new game. And more houses coming in. Okay, well, that's good. How many blueberries are we getting? 183 by the end of the year. Yo, Chris, thanks for the 53 months. Glad to see this finally coming to 1.0. Been a good month for new games, true. Next Fest also had some great gems. Noticed Outer Wilds 2 isn't on your calendar. Not your cup of tea. It is, but my teacup is too full. There's just no way I can cover all these new games. Just can't do it. I mean, we could do a first look, one and done episode on a ton of stuff. And I did that for a while. But it feels really good to see the end of a game, you know? It lingers in the back of my mind that I haven't finished like Hell Is Us from earlier in the year. Dying Light, The Beast, Borderlands 4, Ghost of Yotei, which is literally one of the reasons I bought a PlayStation 5 was for eventually Grand Theft Auto 6, but then, you know, I wanted to play Ghost of Yotei because Ghost of Tsushima was so good. And I also wanted to play Death Stranding 2 because I had played 1 and I wanted to see how that went as well. Luckily, I did beat Death Stranding 2, but I feel like for a lot of games, we always got to be, we got to be ABC, always be closing. Like, we got to be dashing to the finish line to make room for the next game. And and the Tormented Souls, I think, 2 came out yesterday as well, which the first game was pretty cool. It's like in a Resident Evil 1 and 2 style atmosphere, but modern. There's just way too many good games. I'm just gonna have to do it next year, Chad. I'm gonna have to consider, like making a video on games that I would have played, but I just don't have the time. Be like, hey, here's 10 games that I totally want to play on the channel, and we just simply don't have the time. And these are good games, and these are games I want to play. It was like that with Expedition 33. Like, I wanted to continue playing that as well. I knew that would be a very good game. I didn't know how good it would be at the time, and I was like, that's what I want to play. I want to check that out with chat. But I didn't have all the time to do that with all the other releases, so... You know, I honestly feel like if we had all my friends, all the people we stream with, if they wanted to join my channel and make content too, I still don't think there would be enough, if everyone, from Tan to Arctic J to Elmox, all started making videos of them playing games, there still wouldn't be enough. We wouldn't be able to cover everything. There's no way. If we became like Giant Bomb or Second Wind or something like that, and we just started to actually like play games and kind of just give a casual review, like no professionalism really, just be like, oh, that was cool or whatever, but just playing like Battlefield 6 campaign and just putting out even a no commentary playthrough. There's just not enough time. It wouldn't work. So yeah. But there's a lot of games we could start, but I just can't finish. And I hate that. And I think that's why city builders are good, because you can kind of finish a city builder whenever you want. Like whenever you get it's really fun, like in this game, in Farthest Frontier, to continuously roll maps and find a couple good maps and save them and start one, and then you get hung up on something, like a different game comes along, and then you can always come back to a city builder. But like story games, I want to like a story game is kind of like a meal that you want to finish before it gets cold. You could certainly eat a bit of it and then come back a little bit later, but you don't want to forget too much about it. But great stories stay with you forever, like Red Dead. Like I'll be back to that as well. But I mean, I'd have to do like 8 one-hour streams a day on the channel to continue spinning all the plates of games that we've started to kind of keep them in the rotation. But yeah, the teacup's too full. Oh, there's more of that raider camp. Can see a couple of the raiders out there now. Yeah. Okay, we're overdue for an animal attack, a lightning strike. Something crazy has to happen right about now. We're overdue. Okay, we still need 35 coin for the Euler's hut. Yeah, do 8-hour streams a day. Human cloning. I don't know. There's no real solution to it other than I'm gonna have to just pick we're gonna have to have a flow chart of criteria is where the most amount of people will have to be interested in it. Can't please everybody, but we could try to please the most amount of people. We'll see if we can make it work. Okay, something big's got to happen in this town soon. Dark Heresy? I don't know. I haven't heard of that. Things that we plan to do are on ! schedule. So check out that schedule any and every time you want to know what we're up to next. But, you know, everything's subject to change based on what's coming out and what suddenly might have a magical surprise release date out of nowhere. Like what happened earlier this year with Oblivion, where it was just like, oh, Oblivion's out, remake's out, enjoy. Or remaster, whatever it was. Oh yeah, Kingmakers. Well, that got delayed. Well, good. Then I need more games to play, but later. There's still plenty of great games out. I don't mind having to wait for some games when there's already tons to play. It's a problem. And there it is. Random building fire. Same places, yeah. Well, I put a well up here now. We'll keep an eye on things. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Now, where's the next fire going to be? Is the fourth time the same house burst into flame? Really? The fourth time? The same house? That's crazy. Game needs like a fire department building then to take care of like fires and rebuilding ruins and such. That'd be kind of cool. New year, new me. Here we go. Into a new spring. Yeah, BK's Big O Firehouse. You just want Anno 11.7. I cannot tell you how much I want to go just back and finish that map. I had so much fun just playing like with and against the AI and just building stuff. I want to do that with friends. We're going to have to do a whole week-long celebration with when Anno comes out, but I don't know who's going to be free that many days in a row. More game news, geez. Arsonist Frontier, yeah. Okay, well now we're in spring, so this is the most dangerous time. Raiders, fires again, I know. Animal attacks. It all can happen here. BK's corner up there, yeah. Hmm. Um. Build another fishing shack there. Build walls, that'll solve the problem. I bet if we build palisade, those too will burst into flame. Also, walls are a little kind of buried now in the tech tree. You got to do quite a bit to get up to walls. Like, they're really way up there. Just for a stone wall, that provides some defense. Alright, the healer's hut is ready. I'll do the short commute. Bum, bum, bum. All right, 3 new immigrants. Excellent. All right. There come our traders, and here comes the lightning, too. Oh, boy. All right, hopefully they get here shortly. We try to sell some goods. We may have a bunch of winter clothes made from all the hides that we had, so that would be good. Mm-hmm. That's got to be Beldar. I think Beldar actually buys winter clothes and shoes and soap, I believe. And the reason you got into this game, well, that's good to hear. We're playing real slow now. It's very dangerous, this game, I feel. Every second forward is like a pending chess move. Very dangerous. I don't want to see this city die, especially after we came back from... I was right, it was Beldar. After we came back from the whole town burning down. Okay, sell those. I don't want to sell planks yet. We could buy paper. Not much I want, but I will take the money, though. And then that will allow us to build another tower. I think we should build some defenses over here by the tannery. How necessarily do you feel having trade is? Well, it's like a requirement. I mean, when you're playing on the higher difficulties, it's kind of like the only way to get enough money to, you know, jumpstart the economy, to buy some of the higher tier stuff earlier. I mean, the earlier and the more consistent you can get things done, the better. You want to be ahead of the end game goals. Can you get rich selling charcoal from all the fires? Damn, you're right. If we could only export charcoal in this game, we'd be trillionaires. Like medieval trillionaires, dude. We'd have more money than actually existed. Earth would have to cut us an IOU. It's like having $10,000 in crypto now in medieval times. Imagine when the time comes. We have 39 coin. This building's expenses are... I don't even know what the upkeep is. Oh, 25. We have 39 out of 25. That should be fine. We'll be fine. If we start making soap, that'll be good too. Soap's a good money maker and keeps our people relatively healthy. How many polished shells would that be? A couple, 2, 3. At least one. Scurvy, we got pirates now. Oh, we got plenty of greens. We'll have berries soon. Those are going to pop off here shortly. Oh, there they go. Knowledge generated. Boy, where do we invest this now? Barn. Tree regrowth rate. Yeah, that'd be good too. Not now, but later. Oh, we could go for this actually, the cobbler. 25% less work to produce shoes, and that could be something to sell. Could make us more money. DLCs? I don't know if this game will get DLCs. I don't think so. I think it'll just be a bunch of free updates from the devs. You know, let's go with stiff saw blade. 20% less work to produce planks. We want more planks. We do. Because when these houses start upgrading to tier 2, that's going to take a lot of our planks. And we'll need more desirability and such, but oh, that building's ready. Ah, the Iron Clan is here. Hello, ma'am. I remember when you had to used to buy a heavy tool to be able to make the mill when you wanted to start farming grain. And that was like the first thing you'd buy. And then you'd buy another one to make your own blacksmith or whatever it was to make more tools. You had to buy one basically to make your own eventually. That was cool. All right, we got somebody sick. So at least they're in the healer, so that could cure up pretty quick. Faster we get people back to work, the better too. Especially if there's like a big outbreak. You never know when Pac-Man fever is going to strike. Some of you got that in the 80s. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, yeah, so I want all those trees cut down. Rivers and Boats DLC would be nice. Yeah, since we have bridges now, it'd be nice if there was some sort of a river map. I'd like them to figure that out, but I don't know. I think the concern with the river map would be how would the enemy armies, if they attack northeast, southwest, get across the river? And I think the solution could be easy where they just kind of like... The enemies could just kind of like individually transform into like a little boat, you know, that they're sitting in, and then it disappears. I don't think we have to get as complicated as the game has to like generate fords or something like that. Like, this looks like you could maybe cross here on foot. It'd be interesting to see some changes with the ice. Like, I think you can still fish in the winter in this game when the ice freezes over, but you can't cross on the ice that way. River Delta. Yeah, that'd be cool to be on like a coastline with a river that empties out into the sea, and then there's like a ship there or something. You know, like from the settlers, we can connect to things via boats. Would be Q. Super mega. Okay, so we're losing a bit of money. We're paying for 2 towers and also that healer. So those are expensive. Beldar's leaving in a few days. I think that'll be it for money for a bit, but I will build another house or two. We're getting some pretty good numbers on food production. And we could put like a park or something in here too, and that'll help with the desirability. So that's fine.
Work to be done?
Perfect. For a while, you could make gold from buying from one trader and selling to the other. Oh, you could still do that. There's a chance that some vendor will come in selling you, I don't know, soap at a low price, and someone else will buy it at a high price, and then you just transfer it over to them. You collect basically a transfer fee. Very sneaky. Very sneaky. We call that business. We call it taxes and fees. Convenience escrow. That's what you call that. What is this? Oh, a bunch of herbs and mushrooms. Root cellar's kind of getting full. A couple of things up there to forage. I'm going to put a forager down here too. Take advantage of that. Let's add some more storage. Yeah, there's not much else I want to sell at the moment. We are going to make soap, though. All right, we've started to make soap. So that's good. Less disease and more things to sell, maybe. Bum, 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 bum. I can't believe the city actually came back a bit. Pretty good. Pretty impressive. And it burned down only like one more time. But we haven't been raided yet. Yesterday was a hell of a start. Please let this be a super mega late stream tonight. Well, it won't be, because after this I'm going to go play Becastled and put out a video for tomorrow. Because that game has some of the things that this one does too, in terms of like preparing for a defense and generating food and such. Although that works a little bit along the lines of They Are Billions, kind of, where there's like a, you know, X number of minutes before the next wave. I really enjoyed when we played a game called Age of Darkness Final Stand with Uthras too. That just popped into my mind. That one was so fun with, you know, building multiple towers and things like that. I think it was only a 2-player co-op for the campaign or whatever mode we were playing, but I'd really love to play that with more people. The Raiders took pity on me. I hope they do, because I mean, I need a time of peace. You know, today we only had, what, 2 or 3 bear attacks, 3 or 4 wolf attacks, 8 to 10 house fires. No raiders so far. What else? Couple disease outbreaks, but nothing really big in that department. Mm-hmm. Becastles, I thought there were videos a long time ago. Yeah, well, that was when it was like an early access first release, but now it's in 1.0 full release, so I want to cover all the new stuff that I may have missed between the last time I played, which I can't remember when that was, and now. In fact, let me just see, unless I installed it. Last time I played was February 15th, 2022. So I think a couple, 2-3 things may have changed. According to Steam, I played early 2022. So I think a few things may be changed. Do you think Farthest Frontier is a more developed game than Anno 11.7 at this point? Well, no, I think they're both... I mean, this game came out and has a tech tree and combat and tons of stuff to build, and I think development will continue on it. And I think the same about Anno as well. And then I think Anno already will have more content than this game in the future, because we already kind of know how Ubisoft does these things with Anno, where it'll be like, here's a big O game day one. Within a couple months, here's another beefy DLC that adds like a whole new region, whole new technology, whole new boats, whole new story, or whatever. A mix of those things. And then another one, and another, and another one. And then sometimes there could be big periods of like silence between those, and then big silence, and then the next Anno game, which I have no idea what it would be. Anno year 9? 9 years? No. That would only be a few years earlier. I don't know what the next Anno game would be. I wonder. I wouldn't be surprised if they bent the rules a little bit and called it like Anno 45 or something, where it was like a post World War II type game. But I don't think they would do that. But I could also see them bending the rules a bit for it being called, you know, not like a full. It doesn't have to be 4 numbers of a current year. It could just be, you know what they're referencing. Anno 2025. I think that'd be too close to 1800. I think it'd have to be somewhere between where we are now. It would have to be forward in time, meaning not the future, but between 11.7 and 8. Yeah, well, I think actually, you know what? I think it'll be a remake. I think they might go back and remake one of the, and that might not even be their big main plan, but I think it'll be a remake of some sort. But anyway, I think this game, if it has more content, it'll be free updates. It'll be a little while. It'll be slow, but if there's any major big breakthroughs that the developers announce after 1.0, we'll cover that. Anno 7171. Ugh. I think the most furthest one in the future is what, 2205? I think I'd want to start with like Anno probably 2070. I haven't played 2070 or 2205. They're standing by. All right, nothing crazy going on in the city. That's good. Yeah, we can harvest those stones. Leave those trees alone. 7 months. All right, hopefully we get a big advertisement. Hopefully that's enough to bring a lot of people in. Egyptian or Persian era, perhaps. Oh, yeah. I'd really like to see something official from them from Asia. Japan, China, Korea. Some sort of thing between the three. Bum, 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 bum. Man, still a lot of logs. Well, like I said, when these houses upgrade, those wooden planks are going to burn through those. And firewood, we've been having quite a few blizzards in a row, so I don't want to burn out of all of our wood that easily that soon. If we're going to upgrade again, too, we need more homesteads. Also, our villagers want spirituality and shoes and clothes. But we need more villagers if we're going to do that. Gotta get those rookie numbers up. Oh, another beautiful autumn in this game. It's ridiculous how nice it looks. Right bracket, by the way, if you want to remove the HUD, hit right bracket. Ooh, typhoid. Okay, well this is good. See, we got our medical tent up, or our healer house, and we already have like the healing policy in place. Anno Uno, year one. I don't know. I think it's good when it's based on actual human history that's occurred, I think. And 1800, I love Anno 117, but 1800 just... It's just a little bit better for me just because... Just by like 0.1%. It just wins by just a little bit just because of the period in history. That's it. You know, like generating electricity... going from sail to steam engines, gunpowder, all that cool stuff. And the overall look of 1800 looks great. But this new one's got me excited, and I've enjoyed the hell out of it. We killed 2 of those major pirates, which is something we always do in the Anno games, is we take out the AI pirates. Mostly because we get access ahead of time, and there's not really any other players playing, so what are we going to do? But it's a good opportunity to learn and go slow and figure things out and get a feel for the vibe. And it's beautiful. I really want to put out more shorts, honestly, on that game. Just talking about like how beautiful and vibrant some of those things are. We got to get more people like Tan who are able to throw together some shorts of just reacting to the small things which make a big difference in that game. Like the lavender farms in that game are outstanding. When I first saw those lavender fields, I was like, damn, these fields look great. Like oats look good, wheat look like wheat, you know, but the lavender fields by default. And even the hemp fields, I think they both have a wall around them, although the vineyard does not. But that lavender just hits different. Hi, Raptor. Hope all is well. Well, Michael, I'll give you a clue. No. Things are not great at the moment. I'm feeling the heat right now. Yeah, those hemp fields are great in 11.7 because they put a nice brick wall around them. Damn, I want to... Bro, I wish we could stream that game more. I really do. I just want to go in there and decorate, hit tier 4. I could do a full pause of that game and not even move forward an inch and just build stuff. All right, hey, we got 10 immigrants, though. 10 people want to move into the village. Let's go. All right, grab a bucket. Let's go. Welcome to the show. I think the most immigrants I ever had was like 25 or something. Blew my mind. Grab a bucket. Bucket's not a chair. Last easy day was yesterday. Get a hand in. The beauty of Albion in the new Anno game, though, is kind of... It's dreary, dark, and sad, muddy, and not... It's hard to really build anything Celtic, because the Celts are kind of just They get to tier 3. It's like with the New World in 1800, where sometimes it's hard to make their cities look nice because your options are limited. But then eventually they came along. Yeah, the locals are trying to get like insurance money by burning their houses down. It's not working out for them. Okay, the good news is we just got 10 people before the end of the year here, which means a ton of people to cut down trees. The city must grow. Okay, grab a bucket sounds like a Bethesda game opening. So, chat, I heard that there was a Fallout event or something yesterday. I don't know what they called it. But our good friend Todd Howard.
All of this just works.
Yes, Todd.
All of this just works.
All of this just works. Howard was there. And people don't seem happy. Apparently there's going to be a lot of re-releases again, and like there was kind of nothing new. Well, what's going on with that? You had a wave of 36 immigrants went. Oh, it could be tied to difficulty too, because I was playing on an easier difficulty, the medium one. But I think the most I had on hard was like 25, I think. Oh, Fallout Day. Yes, okay. That's the day Fallout happened. Okay. So how's everybody feeling about that? Are we mad at Todd? Is the mini-map accurate? Is there that much room around the spot? Yeah, there is. I think the middle of the map is right about here. And there was like a large circle when we first started. And then I kind of opted to go up to the furthest edge of the circle to build up here. It kind of doesn't look like a lot in the mini-map, to be fair. But I've built in maps where I have huge cities and then there's just tons of empty space around. And I like that, though. Even if I don't intend to build in the spaces around the outside, it is nice to see two trailer park girls go around the out. I mean, it's good to see all the bandit camps and towers, relics, salvage, and other things that can happen out there. So, like, if you build your town in the middle and you build like a pretty nice town, like it doesn't have to be a massive town, but there could be a lot of people living in a small space. If you wall that off, then you have opportunity to build like little outposts around your city, and build like self-contained little barracks and things like that. And then also, like I mentioned, it gives you a lot to explore with your citizens, and then you send your citizens out there to go dig up like the ruins or the whatever, like whatever might be out there. And it's cool because like it's this kind of stuff that's out there, salvage sites with free things in there. But then you got these bandit camps. But making the map bigger means that there's more of those. So I play on big maps not to just like build on the entire map, but just to, yeah, all the black areas in play, yeah. But what's around here is usually the game kind of makes a huge mountain range around you. So like you're in the middle of a, no matter what, you're like in the middle of a inescapable arena. Like you can't do expeditions or anything. So when the enemy armies spawn, they usually spawn, I think, kind of a little bit on the inside of the map. So if you want to build a wall around your entire city, like on the edge of the map, don't build it right on the edge of the map. Build it close to the edge of the map, because the game kind of spawns enemies inside the playable area a little bit. You have to figure out where they spawn. But I've had it happen before where we basically built a wall, kind of like a U-shaped wall where the enemy will be, and then you just ambush them with arrows and stuff. It's great. It's hilarious. Okay, we need more logging going on in here, people. Let's get a hand in. So I want to get all these houses upgraded to the next tier. Oh, we're starting to get... we need a night soil person. Oh, looks like we got the beginning of Stank Industries, a division of Disney. Disney Pixar is going on down there. Okay, so we're going to pick up some of that. Got somebody healing up. First couple of years, I think we'll be short on money, but that soap should be able to sell pretty good. Where's that soap at? Ah, there it is. Okay. So we started to make and sell soap to the people, and then we're making and selling soap to trade. Full release is good. It's nice that it's here. Todd brought a huge rework, but that's not really a noticeable difference. Oh, for Fallout? Bum, 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 bum. So more wood is needed. It's good to see the forest kind of regrowing back here. Then we can just cut that down. It's a bunch of free trees. Couple, 2, 3 free trees. It's good. We're gonna need a rat catcher soon too. Does that unlock? Yep, it did. Okay. Looks like our people have everything they need except for now building some parks. So we could get on some decoration. Tier 2 large park we could build. Start with a small park there. $150 dues. I'm going to build that though when we have money in the bank again.
What needs doing?
Oh. Guy got frostbite immediately. Wow. The dude was like, hey, I'm going to go outside and get frostbite on my way to the healer. And then was like, got frostbite the moment he stepped outside. And then went straight to the healer. All right. Oh yeah, we still got to build the school. All right, so next time we can, we'll also buy some clay. So hopefully the next time we get trades, we'll sell soap, maybe some more hide clothing. We should probably put a couple people in there. All right, so we want to make more hide clothing and more soap. We'll try to sell that. That'll give us money to be able to pay our healer, our military, or our guards. And then also any other construction, including the parks done. 68 out of 84. I want some more room then. And I'll figure out what we're going to do with this road here. I'll probably move that well and maybe build another well. This game is trying to kill us like real hardcore. It's working hard. Oh, there's a well over there. The villager has died. Why? Edmure? What happened? Oh, the typhoid guy. Oh, they just tossed his ass outside. Wow. Oh, he sounds alive to me. Sir, are you okay? I think this dude faked his death for the insurance money. You hear that cough? Did you hear that? The hell is this? We got people faking their deaths. Oh, I got frostbite. I can't work for, how long's winter? Yeah, I can't work for all of winter. Stepped outside for 2 seconds. Doesn't want to work for the whole winter. Guy claims to have typhoid. Laying face down outside the healer and then is witnessed coughing. This dude's trying to claim the insurance money. Please. I don't believe that guy for a second. Knowledge generated. All right, let's spend some more knowledge. We need to spend our knowledge on something. Ooh, faster construction speed. That's good. That would be good, but there's other things. Festering wound recovery rate. We may want to go down the shoe creation thing. I think we're going to do... I'm going to speed up shoe production and then also make a cobbler. Is that under tier 1? We have a candle maker. We'll have to get some bees, and we'll probably do that in the next year. Okay, that's going to be our cobbler there. Okay, so we're going to be making shoe soap and hide coats to sell to everybody who comes to trade with us. He's not dead, he's just mostly dead. Yeah, I feel like we're mostly dead too. Mostly. We're mostly dead at night, mostly. Very nice. Another big day and another big game. 1.0, there it is. 1.0. All right, devs are going to have to pull back on that fire a little bit. I hope I'm a one-off, like, rare experience in this game of, like, crazy amounts of fires. But damn, I don't mind fires, but wave of lightning rolls over the city and Zeus mess with the patch out Zeus. That's all it is. Patched out Zeus. Get rid of him. All right, guys, that's going to be all the time we have tonight for Farthest Frontier. Thank you very much for joining for another great day of video games on the channel. Of course, we started with Jurassic World Evolution 2 this morning, which was fun. And thanks to everybody who joined us for Power Wash Simulator in our midday. And now Farthest Frontier. I'll be back for more Farthest Frontier this weekend, and I have some keys for giveaway too. So make sure you guys subscribe and follow. We're going to be playing a lot more of this game. I mean, well past this week and well past this year. We're going to be streaming it a lot more, doing a lot more giveaways, covering a lot more of any of the updates that come down the line. And this also leads up to Anno, which will be coming out mid-November, on the 13th of November. So that'll be fun, and we'll probably be able to play that early, too. But I'm going to get out of here and go make a video for you all on Becastled and check that game out, which I haven't seen since February of 2022. So expect that video hopefully tomorrow, maybe Sunday, we'll see. And a lot of other cool stuff planned on the channel. So exclamation point schedule to see what we're doing next. And it should be a big weekend of ROV there yet, and more Jurassic World and more Farthest Frontier, more building and more cool stuff. So anyway, hope to see you all tomorrow. Y'all have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Goodbye.